No.
Figure I messed it up somehow.
I'll bring my collar. But it's stand out, you know? Here we have a Floyd Fest interpretation. It's not going to tell you
Yeah.
Next thing we'll play is Marching Atrocious. Kill it with fire. Those belong in a bonfire. It's like an action. Yeah, it'd be fine if they had a pair to go with it.
it out here. All right. Okay. Yeah. You want me to adjust it? You can hear me talking now. Okay. All right. Bye.
I'm also a big fan of her. She gets sad very hard out. You're going Bianca? Have you ever seen the Zach Galifianakis show called Exemplary?
Yeah.
You ever seen the one in Natalie Portman? You have to know the Zach one of the joke is that so he's questioned with Natalie Portman. So what's it like to work with Chewbacca? She kind of looks at him. Don't worry about it. I'll just ask him when he comes on the show. It's a double joke of like not realizing that he wasn't in any episodes that she was in. And just that like weird, confidence that I'll just watch Chewbacca when he comes on. Particularly Chewbacca, you know. What's that? Yeah? Yeah, the guy who played Chewbacca. Oh, really? He died about 3 days ago. He was in the 70s. No more. Gonna have to be a new Chewbacca. Have you ever seen that? Have you ever seen Robot Chicken? Yes. My favorite one is where Han Solo and Chewbacca. Whoever witches are from. Whatever the name of the planet is. Yeah. So anyway, they go to Chewie's house and they knock on the door. And the door opens and Chewie's family is all standing there. They go like this. And Han Solo goes, "What? You've been naked all this time?"
Oh my god.
I love Family Guy skit when he goes. Well, this is our time. All right. March of the Olympics.
Perfect time for playing music. Can't breathe.
All right, this is your big opportunity. Tons of hip hop producers in the audience.
Yeah.
Looking for that next talent.
I think I have a job.
It's gonna change the world. Where's she going to be thinking? Come on. We got 2 first pages. March, here we go. March, you with me? 2, 3, 10. Beret. Very good. He plays trombone. Another guy with the water bottle.
Oh yeah, it's great. Just like makes honking noises.
That's part of how it's like when you come in.
I'd be all for seeing it. Yeah.
No, he actually called me and said, I think I'm noise if it comes up.
Sweet.
Well, he had to work today. I talked to him about it. We're ready. Here we go. Ping, pong, ping, pong, 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 pong. ICC 2. Here we go. You don't know. One, Beautiful. I like it a lot. Skip over to American River Songs. Skip over to American River Songs.
Skip to American River Songs.
Oh, I can't. Oh, I'm not going to be able to pop up.
I don't have any time this music.
on the
That's
second.
what
On the second page. Right?
I mean, that's what I'm talking about. I don't have time to do that
No,
right
but
now.
just like right here.
Oh, good point.
You may also
That's probably not gonna work because I gotta do the we gotta do
Oh, what if you lay your phone? I was gonna say, yeah. What if you lay your phone down?
Oh yeah, that might actually work.
And then when you look at
You were rocking those 8 notes there.
Yeah.
so it's good.
I got 6 beats to do it. I think I can do it.
Yeah.
American River songs, here we go. You guys hear the sad news that the guy who played Chewbacca died the other day?
Yeah.
A couple more days, man. We're gonna have to have CGI Chewbacca from now on.
It says something about the onion saying that Elizabeth Ackley is going to be the next.
There you go.
And I was like, that's not good.
American River song.
That's
the inside of a rose.
Right at 5. We're gonna start right up. Take a drink of water.
Good morning. I invite you to join me as we begin our commencement celebration with a word of prayer. Let us pray. We praise you, Lord, for all these shining stars, the class of 2019. They gave when others gave up and have earned the palms of a Roanoke College graduate. Gladden our commencement with your presence, and then guide these our graduates in the days ahead as they strive to be a force for good and a transmission of hope for all. We thank you for all those whose love and support, whose affirmation and admonition have helped our graduates become the strongest of stars. For parents, grandparents, siblings, yes, for their family. For faculty, staff, coaches, and classmates. Yes, for dear old Roanoke. For those present and those who wish they could be present with them this day. We give you thanks and remember. Finally, we thank you for the gift of this milestone day in the lives of our graduates and dear old Roanoke. And most certainly for the rain that came last night and went away so we can celebrate right here, right now. Amen.
Please join us in singing America the Beautiful. Thank you, and be seated. Welcome, class of 2019. Honorary degree recipients and everyone here who shares pride and admiration for our graduates' achievements. The glow of graduation is enhanced by our presence here on the Turbyville Quadrangle. Thanks go to the many people who made that possible. Thanks to Susan Rambo, our marshals, our registrar's office, our ushers, our safety staff, buildings and grounds and housekeeping staffs, and all of our faculty and staff here at the college. And of course, special thanks to our music ensemble under the direction of Dr. Mark LaChance, and to the Roanoke College Choir under the direction of Dr. Jeffrey Sandborg, for adding pomp and circumstance to our ceremony. Our founder once said, "The most momentous duty of one generation to the next is its education." Parents, we thank you for rising to your most momentous duty for this class of 2019. Class of 2019, please join me in expressing your appreciation to your families for their support. Annie Dillard said, "How we spend our days is, of course, how we spend our lives." You spent many days as you lived your lives at Roanoke. Most of you arrived here on August 29th, 4 years ago. The temperature was 82 degrees, not unlike today. Sean Birch, alumnus and Mount Everest climber, was with us, and you built Roanoke's 10th Habitat for Humanity home. Then the days took flight. During your days, you enjoyed lomo saltado and burrito day. In the Sutton Commons, you hung out at Mill Mountain, visited Sheets late at night. You were the voice of the Maroons, Theology on Tap, FOTQ, Sunrise Hikes, Peace Month occupied your days and nights. ODAC tournaments, Pi Day, and philanthropies occupied more. Hammocks bloomed on all quads here. You listened to WRKE. You relayed for life. You were the stats crew. You participated in your first presidential election and talked about political issues at teach-ins. You considered the statute and what to do about it. You witnessed the end of Krieger Center construction and the beginning of enjoying it. There were demanding lessons in your classes, and there were the lessons and carols of Christmas. Pres balls included letting the good times roll and partying like it's 1842. You celebrated Roanoke's 175th anniversary and helped curate Paper Blooms. You made your pitch. You presented your Inc. 300 projects. You studied stormwater and Roanoke's carbon footprint. You were All-American, All-Conference, champions and contenders, players of the week. You were admitted to multiple law schools. You filled your printers with ink for papers written for ink classes. You worked with the garden club and the beekeeping club between your trips to national parks, Spain, Belize, Ghana, Japan, Rome, Sweden. There were applications for Fulbright, Gilman, Oxford, and Harvard to complete. You're headed to the Smithsonian. You worked in senior seminars, business, policy, honors project. You set up Colquitt events and started the River Fest. Toys like me were shared. And of course, who can forget bingo nights with amazing prizes? Who could forget semesters in Washington? You showcased your research before you visited Parkway in Old Salem. Formals took place at Billy's and at El Jefe. Informal conversation happened on paved walkways here on campus. You painted the rock. You heard Dr. Braxton and John Meacham. You celebrated Lunar New Year and observed Passover. You looked for parking spaces on your way to class, and sometimes you found them. There were Martin Luther King events and Our Town performances. There were long nights studying before the sun broke. Amanda Knox intrigued you. You costumed in top hats and bonnets for Biddle's birthday. On Concept Edge consumed your time. You, in turn, consumed at Mac and Bob's and McAdoo's. Diversity dine-ins and Catawba challenges focused you. You sold T-shirts, I know, because I bought about 50 of them in the Colquitt Center for your philanthropy. Martin Luther arrived in bronze effigy. You wrote and read the Brackety Act. Tarantino was basic. You answered in the Quiz Bowl. Maroon Alerts advised you to move your car from Market Street. So much to recall, so much to remember, so much to reflect. But there was more happening in the world as you spent your days here. While you were attending senior seminar or Inc. 240, the world sped on. 3 new prime numbers were discovered during your Roanoke days. The latest one has over 24 million digits. 4 new chemical elements were named. The Olympics took place in Brazil and the Republic of Korea. David Bowie, John McCain, Antonin Scalia, George H.W. Bush died. Charlottesville shocked. Kim Jong-un perplexed. Hamilton took Broadway by storm. Storms Maria, Irma, and Harvey wreaked havoc. A solar eclipse passed. SpaceX recycled rockets. CO2 was recycled into stone. A warm-blooded fish was discovered. Women marched in 50 states. The nation paid more attention than ever to the national anthem. There were mass killings in Europe and the United States. The Supreme Court ruled on same-sex marriages. Me Too became a movement. Brexit cannot find an exit. Zika lurks. ISIS waxed and waned and waxed. The Chicago Cubs broke their curse. We saw Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, and Ultima Thule closer than ever as we left our solar system. Doctors grew human vocal cords from scratch. While you wrote your report, Robert Mueller wrote his. Syria, Flint, and Orlando became grave concerns. Jon Snow, Cersei, and Daenerys vied for the Iron Throne. A Leonardo da Vinci painting sold for $450 million. A soccer team was rescued by our over 100 divers in a Thailand cave. The phrase fake news reveals over 1 billion results. As I close this welcome, let's contrast real Roanoke to the world's obsession with fakery. What happened during these days at Roanoke is real. By real, I mean authentic and genuine. The faculty and staff here want your Roanoke takeaway to be real. We believe what happens here is different from other places in a real way. And here is what makes Roanoke real. When you arrived, you received a coin with a challenge. With the coin, you pledged yourself to Roanoke's reality. On your coin, it lists pursuit of truth, commitment to community, service to others, and doing your personal best. Those 4 statements are real Roanoke, and they can help you for the rest of your days. It goes like this. First, pursuit of truth. Your intellect is far better equipped regarding how to think. Use those skills in the pursuit of truth. Reject half-truths and those who peddle them. Second, commitment to community. You understand now what it means to belong to a community. You have the lasting, deep relationships that community imparts. Treasure them and find new ones. Transfer your sense of community and relationships out in the world. Your value in community building is real. Third, serve others. The world needs you to serve and assist others. Just do it. The needs of others are pressingly real. Lastly, do your best. You worked hard here for exams, with papers, in leadership, with wins and losses, in research or performing, in competing or completing, in struggling with ultimate questions or purpose. Based on that effort, you can feel confident about your potential to influence the world. Do your best. 4 real aims at Roanoke. Pursue truth, contribute to community, serve others, and do your best. As I welcome everyone on this glorious sunshine morning for Commencement Day, let's remember in what is real Roanoke and hold it close for the rest of your lives. Congratulations and welcome to all. we come to the point in our ceremony for the official conferring of baccalaureate degrees. It is now my honor to turn to Dr. Smith as the college's chief academic officer for the purpose of presenting the candidates for the following degrees: the Bachelor of Arts, the Bachelor of Science, and the Bachelor of Business Administration. Dr. Smith.
Thank you, Mr. President. Will those candidates who have been approved for the degree of Bachelor of Arts please stand and remain standing? President Maxey, I have the honor of presenting to you those students who have completed or are expected to complete by August all the requirements for the Bachelor of Arts degree and have been recommended by the faculty for that degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the trustees of Roanoke College in the Commonwealth of Virginia, I confer upon you the degree Bachelor of Arts with all the rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining to that degree. Please move your tassels from the right side of your mortarboard to the left to acknowledge your degree conferral. I welcome you to the Fellowship of Educated Women and Men. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Will those candidates who have been approved for the degree of Bachelor of Science please stand and remain standing? President Maxey, I have the honor of presenting to you those students who have completed or are expected to complete by August all the requirements for the degree of Bachelor of Science and have been recommended by the faculty for that degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the trustees of Roanoke College and the Commonwealth of Virginia, I confer upon you the degree Bachelor of Science with all the rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining to that degree. Please move your tassels from the right side of your mortarboards to the left to acknowledge your degree conferral as I welcome you into the Fellowship of Educated Men and Women. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Will those candidates who have been approved for the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration please stand and remain standing? President Maxey, I have the honor of presenting to you those students who have completed or are expected to complete by August all the requirements for the degree of Bachelor of Administration and have been recommended by the faculty for that degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the trustees of Roanoke College and the Commonwealth of Virginia, I confer upon you the degree Bachelor of Business Administration with all the rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining to that degree. Please move your tassels from the right side of your mortarboards to the left to acknowledge your degree conferral as I welcome you into the Fellowship of Educated Women and Men. Congratulations. We are a community that pursues academic excellence. I would like to now introduce you to 6 students who have performed at the highest level. These are our class of 2019 Salutatorians and Valedictorians. As far as I know, it is a record. There are 6 of them combined. This year's Salutatorians are Natalie Logan Cox, David Biagio Moreau, and Noelle Annette Warford. Would you please stand and be recognized, all 3 of you. Natalie is from Radford, Virginia. She's a biology major She plans to enter a physician's assistant program to earn her master's degree and hopes to stay in Southwest Virginia to provide medical care for her local community. David grew up in central Connecticut in the town of East Haddam. He's an avid golfer, and his search for warmer weather brought him to Roanoke, where he's been a member of the varsity golf team. He majored in physics and will continue his education at the University of Virginia in mechanical and aerospace engineering PhD program. Noelle is from Simpsonville, South Carolina. She is a double major in psychology and music. She has served as a member of both the Roanoke College Choir and Roanoke for all 4 of her years here. She will attend the University of Toledo in their clinical psychology PhD program. Please join me in congratulating Natalie, David, and Noelle once more. We also recognize 3 valedictorians today. The first is Cody Dillon Owens, a psychology major with a human development concentration. Cody is from Roanoke and is planning to attend UNC Charlotte to get his PhD in health psychology with a concentration in clinical psychology so that he can help provide holistic care that bridges the gap between mental and physical health. He's president of Psi Chi, the Psychology Honor Society, and is a Roanoke College Psychology Association member. Cody, we'd like to ask you to come forward to address your classmates.
Good morning, everybody. I'm not sure if you all know about the cult of Pokemon Go that exists on campus, but Dr. Osterman would be inconsolable if I didn't start off today by letting her know that I caught an Eevee just before I got up here. If you're not aware, either because you have real pets to walk or you don't procrastinate at meeting deadlines, Pokemon are little creatures that evolve over time into larger, more powerful versions of themselves after engaging in multiple battles. And this is a journey not unlike what we have gone through. However much we'd like to avoid them, the challenges of life are inevitable. Sometimes they're minor, like wondering where you're going to find a parking spot during a lacrosse game, when all you want to do is just get back to your dorm and sleep. Other times, we face challenges that shake us to our very core. We face a battle in life that we don't know if we can get through. And frankly, we don't always have to win, but that should not keep us from evolving. A dear friend of mine who sits among us today found herself in such a battle this summer after sophomore year. Her world was dark and turbulent, and she felt trapped in a hole that she could not escape. Every day was worse, and she was scared. She was scared to admit that she needed help because that only made the darkness all that more real. But eventually, she made the call. She admitted herself into an inpatient ward and suddenly found a place of peace where she could grow and help others grow alongside her. When she got out, the world wasn't suddenly easy for her, but she had evolved into someone more powerful than before, and she was determined to keep battling. She had finally found her place in the world, and by God, she was going to hold on to it. And I'm proud to say that today she'll be walking across this stage and on her way to becoming an absolutely amazing psychologist. For 4 years, Each and every one of us has battled our own challenges to reach this point. So I'm here to tell you, congratulations. Despite any illnesses, injuries, or heartbreaks, despite any anxieties, fears, or breakdowns, we made it here and are walking across this stage today. And whether you know it or not, each of you has evolved. Just like Evie, you have each uniquely changed in response to the challenges life has presented you. And that's why I encourage each of you not to fear the battles that have yet to come, but to embrace them. Because you are not done growing. And it's the challenges in life you still have to face that are going to shape you into who you are meant to be. I know that I still have many battles along the way. Next year, I'm going to have to counsel my fellow students at UNCC about why they shouldn't be afraid to go to class every day. But I'm one step closer to becoming the person that they deserve because of the beautiful examples that you all have given me. I'd like to thank Ellen, a literal angel who's blessed this earth, for showing me the power of random acts of kindness. I'd like to thank Carson for sharing his greetings, conversations, and wishes of good luck to every student in Life Science ECs. And finally, I'd like to thank every professor in the psychology department, my friends, and my family for supporting, teaching, and guiding me. I owe to them all that I have done. I wish each of you sitting out there today nothing but the greatest joys that life can bring. And may you all be the very best like no one ever was. Thank you.
Thank you, Cody. Please join me in congratulating Cody for his wonderful comments. Next, we'd like to recognize Matthew Johnson. Matt is a biochemistry major with concentrations in neuroscience and healthcare delivery. He will be attending Harvard Medical School in the fall. During his time at Roanoke, he was in the honors program, a member of Alpha Epsilon Delta, the Pre-Health Professional Honor Society. He served on the Academic Integrity Council, did biochemistry research. He volunteered for Habitat for Humanity, was a resident advisor, and was a member of the Rock Climbing Club. Matt is from Alma, New York. Please bring your comments to your classmates, Matt.
Welcome, administrators, faculty, staff, parents, siblings, extended family, friends, and especially the class of 2019. Getting here has been a long journey that has recently felt all too short. I'm truly honored to speak with you all today and represent our class at our commencement ceremony. When I was first told that I would be giving a speech today, I did what any of us would do. I Googled it. How to write a commencement speech. I listened to inspiring talks by Steve Jobs, J.K. Rowling, Natalie Portman, world leaders, and other individuals with incredible accomplishments and fascinating life stories. I learned that in this speech, I'm apparently supposed to share some wisdom that I garnered as a valedictorian. I quickly realized there's a 22-year-old who has not even received his diploma yet, that I was thoroughly unprepared and unqualified for this task. So that's not what I'm going to attempt. Instead, I want to share what all of you, professors, family, friends, and peers, have collectively taught me throughout our time at Roanoke College. This first part of my speech is about learning from others. Some of these lessons are rather trivial and silly. For instance, you taught me that Nicolas Cage has acted multiple movies that are so bad they're actually hilariously good. You taught me to get to Commons early when chicken tenders are on the menu. And at least a few of you who like to talk some friendly trash claim to have taught me a few lessons during our pickup basketball games. You have also shared knowledge that is much more profound. You taught me that it is possible to be a scholar and a scientist, as well as a Christian. You taught me to persevere, to keep going, when my feet were blistered and we had 450 miles of Spanish countryside to walk on the Camino de Santiago. You taught me the value of hard work. You taught me the importance of discovering my passions and pursuing them with all of my being, even if it meant getting up at 5 a.m. to study for the MCAT. You taught me the significance of service and the fulfillment of waking up early on a cold Saturday morning to work on our house for Habitat for Humanity. You taught me that in hindsight, no one ever wished they tried less, that they put forward less effort. Regret stems from not chasing your passions to the best of your ability. You taught me not to make that mistake. You taught me to listen to others with different viewpoints and to learn from the positive influences around me. You've enabled me to learn from all of you in some way. I have learned a lot from you. We have all learned a lot from one another at Roanoke College. Sometime today, please take a moment to reflect on what you have learned from others and thank those individuals. Now, the second half of my speech. My Google search informed me that in this address, I'm supposed to share my congratulations to all that you have accomplished. But today, you will receive a lot of congratulations. So I want to say something just a little bit different. Today is certainly a day of celebration. You have worked hard, you should be proud. But instead of rejoicing in the degree we have achieved, delight in the futures that await us. The attainment of our degrees is a milestone and an important step along our journey to achievement, but today marks only the completion of a stage, not a destination in and of itself. Our diplomas are not the trophies at the end of the race. They are our running bibs that direct us to the starting line, just as our education was not the contest, but the training and the preparation for the challenges we will soon face. So get ready to run. Get ready to lead positive change, because that is what truly matters. Not the act of learning, but how we will use our education to transform the world that awaits us. Thank you.
Matt, thank you very much for your comments, and please join me in thanking Matt one more time. Thanks a lot. Last and certainly not least, we invite Liam Lambert to be recognized as our third and final valedictorian. Liam Lambert is a math and physics double major from Stanton, Virginia. He participates in the math club and undergraduate research, is a subject tutor, a wildlife leader, and an assistant soccer coach at Andrew Lewis Middle School. After graduating, Liam will attend Virginia Tech for his PhD in aerospace engineering. Liam, please share your comments with your classmates.
Good morning, everyone, and may the 4th be with you. It is a huge honor to be standing up here, and I hope I am able to leave you with some lasting thoughts. Like most college students, Netflix is very important to me, either as entertainment or just purely procrastination. I've spent so many hours these past 4 years binging shows and movies that I probably shouldn't have, that I should probably be awarded a minor in Netflix. In a lot of ways, these shows are so relatable to me. As previously stated, I'm Liam Lambert, and I'm a math and physics double major. Being a scientist, I don't do that much public speaking. In fact, in the words of The Office's Michael Scott, sometimes I start a sentence and I don't really know where it's going. I just hope to find it along the way. So I hope I find it sooner rather than later and don't bore you all to death. Now, I know we all aspire to be Parks and Rec's Ron Swanson, but one character flaw that he possesses is his failure to acknowledge the work of his employees. So much goes on behind the scenes that make the whole department run smoothly. I began thinking about all of the different people, places, and activities that got me to the point where I am today. So thank you to my mom, dad, and sister for the constant support and always being open to hearing me talk about nanoparticles and 3D printing, even if you had no idea what I was talking about. Thank you to my girlfriend, Abby, for always being ready to spend a night studying in the dungeon of Trexler, going for late-night McFlurry runs, or just sitting around dancing to the New Girl theme song. Thank you to my friends and roommates for late nights playing Fortnite, watching Fixer Upper on HGTV, throwing cheese at each other, or just providing some stress relief. Thank you to you all for making the school what it is through your conversations in Commons, your early mornings in Mill Mountain, your late nights in the library, and all of the hard work you put in. Most of all, thank you, professors, for constantly seeking the best in us and pushing us to achieve our maximum potential. Although thanking these people is important and completely necessary, I want to focus on those things that go unnoticed, just like how Terry, Larry, Jerry, or whatever his real name is from Parks and Rec, never got recognition for his work within the department. I asked some professors from all over campus about one person, place, or thing they wish they had thanked when they went through school. And some of their responses include Dr. Anderson's love for Madeline Engel's empowering writing, Dr. Grant's 8th grade teacher who got on him for being the class clown, Dr. Saub's professors who absolutely kicked her butt with work, Dr. Galuch's professor who put a frowny face on a journal manuscript, Dr. Lassiter's late-night conversations with hallmates, Dr. Marsh's friend who gave him a pep talk right before a big recital, all of the additional dock workers and custodial staff that make Dr. Fleener's working at Trexler more bearable, and finally, Dr. Mayrotra's school guard, who always started and ended her day with a kind smile. Although I won't have an epiphany like this until later in life, there is one group that I know doesn't typically get much gratitude around here. So thank you, common staff. Tammy, Dale, Karen, Nancy, and all of the others for always greeting us with smiles, especially on exam days when we need it the most. Ultimately, however, the one person you should thank the most is yourself. We were all made with a purpose in life, and were given spiritual gifts to achieve that purpose. Each of you was uniquely made, and I am positive that you could not and would not be here today if it weren't for that gift. Just think about the multiple times you had to take a step back, reevaluate where you are, and figure out how to get to the finish, no matter how many pivots it would have to take. Just think about Ross and friends trying to move a couch up the stairs. You definitely deserve a huge round of applause. Whether it be thanking those people in your life who always have stood by you, or taking a more introspective look at what helped you through, I encourage you to give credit where credit is due, because the last 4 years have certainly been legend, wait for it, dairy. Just as many of my favorite shows on Netflix have come to an end, so our time together as a class has drawn to a close. In the words of Andy Bernard from The Office, I only wish there was a way to know we're in the good old days before we've actually left them. I hope this talk wasn't too unbearable and that I, being a scientist, presented it with much more eloquence than Big Bang Theory's Sheldon Cooper. In closing, I want to give you each and every one of you a sincere thank you. I love you all 3,000.
Liam, thank you for your remarks and congratulations for your achievement. Please join me in thanking Liam one more time. Thank you very much. And of course, congratulations to all three valedictorians and salutatorians. We're very proud of your accomplishments.
Will the faculty and staff of Roanoke College and all retired faculty and staff please rise? For all of us who are assembled here today, it is with great pride that I present to you the heart and soul of Roanoke College, the faculty and staff. Together, they provide remarkable and steadfast support to our students, both nurturing them and pushing them to excel. So please join me in thanking them for their work. Thank you. Please be seated. And now I want to call your attention to two distinguished members of the faculty who were selected for two of the highest awards that the college confers on its faculty. Dr. Lindsay Osterman is this year's recipient of the Dean's Award for Exemplary Teaching. She is an assistant professor of psychology. In her time at the college, she has proven herself to be an extraordinary teacher, well respected and well liked by her students and her colleagues. Our other recipient is Dr. Elizabeth Ackley, who received the Dean's Award for Exemplary Professional Achievement. She is the Brian H. Thornhill Associate Professor of Health and Human Performance. In her time at the college, she has distinguished herself as a committed and highly accomplished scholar. Most impressive is how her research is designed to improve the health and well-being of thousands of people in the Roanoke Valley. Will Dr. Osterman please stand? Dr. Ackley could not be with us here today. Let's congratulate Dr. Osterman. Thank you, Lindsay. Please be seated.
Each year, the Roanoke College Board of Trustees presents medals of recognition to retiring faculty members. The medals carry the name of Simon Carson Wells. Professor Wells was the first faculty member of record when Roanoke College was chartered as a four-year college in 1853. I invite the Vice President and Dean of the College, Richard Smith, to announce the faculty members and recipients of the Simon Carson Wells Medal. Following the Simon Carson Wells Medal presentation, he will announce the 2019 Dean's Exemplary Teaching and Service Awards for our faculty.
This year, we have two retiring faculty members who will receive the Simon Carson Wells medals. Dr. Michael Heller, Professor of English, and Dr. Ellen Azeemi, Professor of Business Administration. Will Dr. Heller and Dr. Azeemi please come forward? Dr. Michael Heller came to Roanoke in 1988. In his 31 years at the college, he has transformed the lives of countless students by teaching the spiritual journey of John Woolman, the nonviolence of Gandhi, the riches of American literature, and most importantly, that paying attention and writing from your authentic self can change your life. He spearheaded the development of the Peace and Justice Studies concentration and has tirelessly advocated for and led it, mentoring many students to study systematically the ways they can make a difference in the world. Dr. Heller has also shown us what it means to be a writer, scholar, and scholar of scholars by publishing more than 25 articles and book chapters, 2 edited volumes of John Woolman, 1 on Gandhi, as well as poetry. In addition, he has served in valuable ways to the community beyond Roanoke College as a member of the NAACP's Executive Committee, a member of the Ministry and Council Committee for the Roanoke Friends Monthly Meeting, as a board member for 39 Poets and Artists Contests, and as a judge for the Poetry Society of Virginia. As he retires from the college, we will miss his humor, wisdom, compassion, calming presence, and his unwavering dedication to students and colleagues, department, and college. Thank you, Mike. Dr. Ellen Azeemi came to Roanoke also in 1988, and in his 31 years at the college, he has served as Professor of Business Administration, Chair of the Business Administration and Economics Department, and Director of the Management Institute. Dr. Azeemi has taught over 3,600 students in over 170 courses, developed a major in computer information systems, and developed a concentration in business information systems. All the while, he was active in professional development and took on many leadership roles. He rose to the top of SE Informs as president, served as vice president for multiple groups of SE, DSI, and the eastern region of ACBSP. But perhaps most importantly, Dr. Azeemi always strove to help students develop as whole persons and find their purpose in life, in part by offering his life lessons in class. Life lesson number 235, quote, "Online social networks are not the same as real social friends. Get off your bottoms and interact with people," end quote. And last but not least, life lesson number 365. Stop drinking Starbucks and you'll be a millionaire by age 60. As he enters into retirement, we will miss his laughter, his kindness, his intelligence, and his unmatched commitment to his students, his colleagues, and the college.
Thank you, Dr. Heller and Dr. Azeemi. By tradition, a college proclaims what it holds in highest esteem through the conferring of degrees. A special sign of esteem is the awarding of honorary degrees. It's an honor and a privilege to bestow this special honor on 2 distinguished individuals today, 2 individuals that know one another quite well. They're Morris M. Krieger, Jr. and Mrs. Sheila S. Krieger. Each of the Kriegers have made contributions to the common good, and each serves as an exemplar for our graduates today. The Vice President for Academic Affairs and Dean of the College, Richard Smith, will join me in presenting the honorary degrees.
Mr. President, it is my distinct honor to recognize Mr. Morris M. Krieger, Jr., class of '64, and to recommend him to you for the degree of Doctor of Commerce, honoris causa. Morris M. Krieger is the owner and CEO of Krieger Company, Incorporated, and of Krieger Capital Investments, Incorporated. Mr. Krieger is a native of Roanoke and attended Fort Union Military Academy before earning his bachelor's degree in economics from Roanoke College, where he was an accomplished student athlete. He is a charter member of the Roanoke College Athletic Hall of Fame. Mr. Krieger has used the lessons he learned from athletics throughout his very successful business career. In 1978, he purchased the plumbing division of Klein Supply Company and founded the Krieger Company in West Columbia, South Carolina. In partnership with his wife, Sheila, he has grown the company into one of the top 40 largest distributors of plumbing, electrical, and heating, ventilation, and air conditioning products in North America. He is widely recognized throughout the wholesale industry as a leader, consultant, partner in plumbing, electrical, and climate control operations. He has served on numerous industry and community boards and associations. Mr. Krieger is a 1992 Roanoke College Distinguished Alumnus and joined the college's Board of Trustees in 1999 and has served as its chair since 2011. Mr. Krieger and his wife are charter members of the President's Society, as well as longtime members of the Society of 1842 and the Associates Society. They provided the lead gift for the Morris M. Krieger Center, as they believe that students learn self-discipline and teamwork through athletics.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the faculty of Roanoke College and by the Board of Trustees of Roanoke College, I now confer upon you, Morris M. Krieger, Jr., the degree Doctor of Commerce, honoris causa. It is my pleasure to present Dr. Morris Krieger to you. Sheila Krieger, will you now join us at the podium?
It is now my distinct honor to recognize Sheila S. Krieger and to recommend her for the degree of Doctor of Commerce, honoris causa. Sheila S. Krieger is the CFO and controller of the Krieger Company, Incorporated, and also of Krieger Capital Investments, Incorporated. Mrs. Krieger was born in Asheville, North Carolina, and grew up in Orangeburg, South Carolina. She was a 1974 valedictorian of the Orangeburg-Wilkinson High School and graduated cum laude from the University of South Carolina in 1978 with a bachelor's degree in accounting. She played an integral role in helping her husband Morris found the Krieger Company in 1978. She's been the CFO and controller since its inception and has been instrumental in its growth as one of the top 40 largest distributors of plumbing, electrical, and heating, ventilation, and air conditioning products in North America. Mrs. Krieger is active at both her alma mater and Roanoke College. At Roanoke, she has been an active and involved supporter throughout her husband Morris's tenure on the Board of Trustees and has attended numerous college functions. Mrs. Krieger has made many friends at Roanoke over the years and considers herself an adopted Roanoke alum. Mrs. Krieger and her husband have been generous donors at both Roanoke College and the University of South Carolina, making key gifts to endow scholarships and athletic facilities at both schools. Roanoke's Krieger Center and USC's Sheila and Morris Krieger Track Facility and Krieger Athletic Village. She and her husband are charter members of the Roanoke President's Society and longtime members of the Society of 1842.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the faculty of Roanoke College and the trustees of Roanoke College, I now confer upon you, Sheila S. Krieger, the degree Doctor of Commerce, honoris causa. It's a pleasure to introduce you to our new members of your class of 2019, honorary degree recipients Morris and Sheila Krieger. Drs. Krieger.
Okay, we're finally here. So, this is, of course, about the awarding of individual degrees. So let me say at the beginning, to ensure that each family has photos capturing the moment, we have professional photographers taking photos of your graduate, both receiving their diploma and standing in front of the Roanoke College backdrop. These photos will be available online early next week. And now, we'll present the diplomas to the 2019 graduates. They will be presented in the order in which they appear in the program. Bachelor of Arts candidates, please rise as the marshals direct you and come forward to receive your diplomas as registrar calls your name. You will process individually across the stage, receive your diplomas, return to your seat, and be seated. President Maxey, I present to you individually for their diplomas those students on whom you have just conferred the degree of Bachelor of Arts. The Dean and the Chair of our Board, Mr. Morris Krieger, will also congratulate our graduates.
Alondra Alba. Barry David Allen, Jr. Elizabeth Hundley Allman. Alexandra Christine Andrew. Haley Allison Ardolino. Irma Lucia Ariano, cum laude. Cipriana Ophelia Azar, magna cum laude. Shelby Rosina Bainey. Isabella Selena Barron. Jessica Marie Barthel. Lydia Rowan Bates. Amanda Ross Bell. Sophie Marie Bookheimer, magna cum laude. Emma Isabella Boris, cum laude. Joel Thomas Bowers. Allegra Blaze Boyland. Deanna Lynn Bracken, cum laude. Dante James Branch, in absentia. Samuel Clifford Brenneman, magna cum laude. Sasha Lynn Bronder, summa cum laude. Evan Jacob Brown. Megan Elizabeth Brown, magna cum laude. Sydney Jane Brown, cum laude, in absentia. Alexis Nicole Bryson, magna cum laude. Laura Wolfe Campbell.
Rebecca Robin Carey, summa cum laude. Zachary Christian Cavanis. Natalie Elizabeth Claros, summa cum laude. Kia Leandra Coughlin, cum laude. Catherine Haver Cone. Mairead Claire Conley. Kathleen Mary Conti. Emily Elizabeth Costello, cum laude. Christine Renee Couvret, cum laude. Peter Joseph Crane. Alexander Cortland Crawford. Casey Rabin Crosswhite, summa cum laude. Erin Elizabeth Cullen. Amber Nicole Damianos. Sydney Ann Daniel, cum laude. Amanda Nicole Davis. Annabelle Renee Davis. Elaine Christine Decker. Christian Mannix Delaney. Josephine Shannon Dennis, cum laude. Leah Elizabeth Dietrich, cum laude. Rachel Nicole Dix. Claudia Caruth Dodd. Fiona Starr Duggan. Ethan Zachary Dowdy. Deborah Claire Drummond. Charles Benjamin Eckert. Michelle Jasmine Eamon. Yasmin El-Rafi. McKenna Rose Fernandini. Gregory Allen Fletcher. Catherine Ann Flincham, summa cum laude. Anna Mary Ford, summa cum laude. Aislinn Elizabeth Fouts, summa cum laude. Matthew John Franklin, cum laude. Jacob Sullens Friedrich, cum laude. Shelby Elizabeth Frost. Hannah Noel Furrow, cum laude. Jamie Alejandro Garcia, cum laude. Kayla Elizabeth Gill. Ian Robert Gillen. Connor James Gold. Dara Brooke Goldman. Marlena Angeli Gonzalez. Preston David Gould, cum laude. Alexandria Mary Grabler. Jamiraquan Jamal Green. Karen Patrice Griffith, in absentia. Emma June Grosskopf, magna cum laude. Erin Frances Hannon, summa cum laude. Juliet Walker Harris, cum laude. Emily Nicole Hecht, magna cum laude. Chance Wilson Henry. Syra Hernandez. Alana Jasmine Higdon. Sophia Rose Hines. Kayla Ann Hogan. Annika Elizabeth Holzer, magna cum laude. Alexis Ray Hantz, cum laude. Hannah Caitlin Hudson, cum laude. Alexandra Dupuy Hunter, summa cum laude. Olivia Helen Hurley. Fantessa Omensa Ingram. Shamira Danae James. Megan Lynn Jenkins. Paul Thomas Jennings. Joshua Hunter Jones. Jacob Stephen Joyce, magna cum laude. Hannah Elizabeth Kapp. Allison Nicole Kellum, magna cum laude. Stephen Palante Kim. Jacob McGee Klein. Jeanette Lynn Kurtik. Reed Thomas Larson. Emily Catherine Leclerc, magna cum laude. Morgan Renee Leftwich, magna cum laude. Rachel Elizabeth Lay. Ariana Rose Lewis. Albisa Lindov. Meredith Carter Link. Abigail Lynn Linkus. Megan Elizabeth Long. Zachary George Louis. Garrett Kendall Louvin. Jonathan Stafford Lovern. Kelly Caitlin McLuhan, cum laude. Radiance Alessandria Mack. Nicholas Farrenholt McCreaney, cum laude. Caitlin Elise Madigan. Kelly Pearl Mahan. Kent Johnson Mancini. Jacob Bailey Mann. Hunter Lee Manning. Paul Vincent Manville. Carolyn Marie Marcinek, summa cum laude. Zachary Allen Margrave, magna cum laude. Ethan Taylor Marsh. Luke Quillen Marston. Bailey Beatrice Martin, magna cum laude. Brian Matthew Matera. Nicholas Dean Mattioli. Matthew Kevin McKinney. Burke Christopher McManus. Aaron Elizabeth McMurtry. Harrison Squire Mines, cum laude. Kira Ann Moore. Julia Egan Murphy. Matthew Allen Myers. Lindsay Camille Nance. Phoebe Laurel Nash. Sarah Catherine Neal. Lauren Hunter Northron. Megan Elizabeth Northern. Marcelo Novella Mendoza. Mary Kate O'Connor. Mary Ann Orrell. Joseph Robert Charles Parker. Devin Victoria Pearson. Alexander Thomas Pelletier. Nicole Catherine Petty, summa cum laude in absentia. Allison Ann Pogendorf. Benjamin Boyd Pullen, magna cum laude. Sarah Leanna Rains, magna cum laude. Chastity Clark Ramsey. Bailey Gray Ratliff. Tyler Lee Redmond. Frances Elizabeth Reisman. Kendall Sidney Ryan Jr. Julia Nicole Ricciardi. Hannah Grace Richardson, cum laude. Samantha Suzanne Iberg Riggs, summa cum laude. Natalia Rose Riley, in absentia. Alicia Lynn Robinson, cum laude, in absentia. Andrew T. Rumerman. Bernice Saka, cum laude. Hannah Dorothea Schneider, magna cum laude. Ruth Elizabeth Schultz, magna cum laude. Gabrielle Ileana Scrimshire, cum laude. Samuel Robert Seelman. Stephanie Marie Sinkus. Timothy Davis Shea, magna cum laude. Brandy Marie Shell. Christopher Cody Shell. Emily Page Shepherd, cum laude. Lucia Isabel Sheridan, cum laude. Madeline May Showalter. Jacob Walker Sibley, cum laude. Jessica Renee Slayton, magna cum laude in absentia. Andrew Lytle Smith. Haley Elizabeth Smith. Kira McCole Smith. Haley Savannah Snyder. Lee Erica Snyder, cum laude. Katie May Soper, cum laude. Angela Maria Spasoyevich. Kaylin Alyssa Stinson, magna cum laude. Taylor Danielle Stewart. Olivia Forrest Street, magna cum laude. Logan Daniel Stugart, summa cum laude in absentia. Cade Matthias Sykes, summa cum laude. Kahari Deshawn Tassi. Madeline Elizabeth Terisi. Lydia Ann Tung. Sabrina Zoe Utz. Brooke Lee Vess. Teresa Doreen Wagner. Sarah Emily Waldinger, cum laude. Dominique Jonte Waller. Epen Wang. Krista Elizabeth Waterweiss, cum laude. Ethan Garrett Wirtz. Jackson Stark Whitaker. Kanisha May Wiley. Elijah Morgan Wilhelm. Adrian Jordan Williams. Madison Elizabeth Williams. Catherine Jerry Wismer, magna cum laude. Kara Lynn Wood. Allison Page Woomer, magna cum laude. Shuhan Wu. Shannon Elaine Yard, in absentia. William Alexander York, in absentia. Brooke Michelle Young. Allison Jane Zaleski, summa cum laude. Ahmed Zakut. This concludes the Bachelor of Arts degrees.
Bachelor of Science candidates, please rise as the marshals direct you and come forward to receive your diplomas as the registrar calls your name. President Maxey, I present to you individually for their diplomas those students on whom you have just conferred the degree of Bachelor of Science.
Stephen Wayne Abercrombie. Catherine Kelly Alcoke. Timothy Matthias Aldinger, Jr. Catherine Lee Allen, cum laude. Ian Carey Anderson. Haley Parker Assanay. Michael Eugene Austin, Jr. Amanda Elizabeth Baker, in absentia. Austin Michael Bain, cum laude. Logan Matthew Bain. Jillian Rebecca Barnard, magna cum laude. Taylor McKinley Basham. Megan Faye Blackwell, cum laude. Emma Jordan Blair. Victoria Elizabeth Blair. Rachel Erin Bland, in absentia. Cesar Bonilla. Mara Catherine Ann Briggs. Nicholas Tyler Brown. Jordan Thomas Bird, summa cum laude. Grace Joy Carl. Cullen Thomas Cash. William Staley Cavey. Anoti Diashe, Jonty Chimbera. Catherine Shenuit Clements, cum laude. Mackenzie Abbott Collier, cum laude. Ashley Nicole Connor, cum laude. Olivia Rose Kantakas. Miles Anthony Cooper. And our next graduate is a salutatorian, Natalie Logan Cox, summa cum laude. John Ligon Cornier III. Alyssa Brianne Cromer, cum laude. Megan Elise Corbello. Bradley Adrian Davis. Isaac Stanley Davis, magna cum laude. Jacob Taylor Davis, cum laude. Adam James Day. Alexandra Lynn Denning, magna cum laude. Megan Marie Deal, cum laude. And our next graduate is a valedictorian, Cody Morgan Dillon Owens, summa cum laude. Madison Ayers Domico, magna cum laude. Savannah Ray Dorn. Ryan Grace Duncan. Ryan Luke Duriger, cum laude. Kevin Howard Bass Elliott. Timothy Robert Ing. Christopher Lee Fenton. Justin Dimitri Ferner. Kendall Reese Fink. Owen Michael Foster, cum laude. Sarah Gabrielle Francisco, magna cum laude. Ryan Allen Godwin. Antonio Juan Gonzalez. Kelsey Marie Goodman. Arabella Sue Goralski, magna cum laude. Samantha Ann Grice, cum laude. Stephanie Nicole Grimm. Reagan Lewis Grimmett, magna cum laude. Cameron John Genjusa Guernsey. Alexa Sophia Halagis. Maeve Grace Healy. Morgan Marie Heckman, magna cum laude. Teresa Anna Heckmansuk, summa cum laude. Kyle Scott Heitmiller. Benjamin Douglas Helms, in absentia. Dean Roland Hermanson. Rebecca Leanne Hicks. Swan Huang, cum laude. Nermina Hodgich, cum laude. Rebecca Lynn Horton. Sarah Ann Hughes, magna cum laude. Emily Amanda Irby, in absentia. Krista Dawn Isom. Blake Austin Johnson. And our next graduate is a valedictorian, Matthew C. Johnson, summa cum laude. Michael Kenneth Johnson. Carl Christian Kaiser. Bradley Dean Keith. Grace Caroline Kelly. John Evan Costco. Erin Grace Kosmowski. Jared Alex Kossover. Sarah Mary Kronberger. Joseph Arthur Kristen. And our next graduate is a valedictorian, William Barrett Lambert, summa cum laude. Matthew Joseph Lintner. Susana Londano Zuluaga. Stephen Tyler Loney. Andrew Devin Luther. Kenneth Paul Makovic. Christopher Joseph Marino, cum laude. Jason Burnham Martindale. Victoria Lee Maxwell. Gregory Randolph McClinton, Jr., in absentia. Erin Elizabeth McDonald, cum laude. Haley Madison McGuire, in absentia. Sarah Lynn McGurl. Alec Sebastian McPherson. Cameron Wayne Metter. Julia Michelle Mello, magna cum laude. Curtis Don Miles, Jr. Drew Ryan Minshew. Logan Elizabeth Minor. Federico Moore Tatis. David Biagio Moro, salutatorian. Summa cum laude. Nicole Yolanda Mugrabi, cum laude. Kara Ashley Musel. Brianna Simone Nardone. Tara Noelle O'Reilly. Kelvin Craig Obioha. Paige Noelle O'Lawson, magna cum laude. William Apreku Asai, summa cum laude. Catherine Davidson Overton. Natalie May Parrish. Thomas Wayne Peacemaker. Nora Catherine Petrie, cum laude. Danielle Nicole Phelps. David Michael Pittman. Christian Celeste Polk. Nathan James Price, magna cum laude. Catherine Lee Jones Priester, cum laude. Nyana Shri Raghadvendruth Prasad. Nicholas Austin Rawlin. Andrew Thomas Redioff, cum laude. Julia Gail Reed, magna cum laude. Peyton Danielle Roball. Kyle Thomas Roweeder. Megan Ann Rudolph, cum laude. Nicole Basha Sibilia, cum laude. Emily Nicole Salisbury, cum laude. Cameron Alexander Sammons. Heather Michaela Schroeder. Jen Catherine Schweckheimer. Ashley Lauren Scoini, cum laude. Valerie Elise Searles. Peter Thomas Shanahan. Jacob Duffield Shaw. Austin Irvin Sherman. Natalie Marie Slimp, cum laude. Daniel Kilroy Smith. Stacy Michelle Staley. Anna Lee Stauffer, magna cum laude. Dylan Griffith Stein. Linnea Bartlett Stewart, summa cum laude. Reginald Wayne Stewart. Eleanor McRae Sullivan. Sydney Marie Switzer, summa cum laude. Hannah Dale Taylor. Keenan Nicholas Terry. Catherine Ann Thaxton. Rebecca Brett Thompson. Kestrel Thorne Canillas, magna cum laude. Morgan Riley Tucker, cum laude. Ellen Kathleen Wagner. Caitlin Rose Wallace. And another salutatorian, Noelle Annette Warford, summa cum laude. Jolie Sade Watson. Matthew Cullen Watts. Taylor Alexander Watts. Michael Johnston Weaver. Abigail Catherine Werner. Paige Anna Westlink. Benjamin Taylor West. Catherine Mary Whittle, summa cum laude. Marsden Gregory Waddell. Emily Ann Wright. Taylor Andrew Yarn, magna cum laude. Kelsey Dayton Young. Ezra Zigarwi. Molly Renee Zidell, magna cum laude. This completes the Bachelor of Science degrees.
Before we present the Bachelor of Business Administration degrees, I wanted to introduce you to a special guest. It is not often we meet legends. Today is one of those exceptional days. Dean Emeritus Donald M. Sutton wanted to be with you for this commencement. You have known him in many ways, Sutton Commons and Sutton Terrace carry his name in his honor. You have therefore been nourished by and because of him during your Roanoke days. Dean Sutton came to Roanoke in 1956, serving Roanoke for 27 years. He retired from Roanoke in 1983 after service as Director of Student Activities, Dean of Men, Dean of Students, Director of Student Financial Aid, and Director of Alumni. Upon his retirement, he was given honorary alumnus status. Dean Sutton was known for offering wise counsel and mentorship to hundreds of students. As one alumnus said, Dean Sutton was and is my mentor. He's one of the most intelligent and caring individuals I have ever met. He loves Roanoke and Roanoke students. Dean Sutton was known as a shoulder upon which students have cried, an arm that supported, led, and sometimes chastised, an ear that was always willing to listen, and a heart filled with wisdom, love, and concern for all students. Dean Sutton, we welcome you to our ceremony today and appreciate how much you mean to Roanoke College graduates. Please join me in expressing our gratitude to Dean Sutton.
I see that our marshals have started their work already, so it's now time to recognize the Bachelor of Business Administration candidates. As always, when the marshal directs you to come forward when the registrar calls your name and across the stage. President Maxey, I present to you individually for their diplomas those students on whom you've just conferred the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration.
Luke Ralph April, cum laude. Austin Cole Arthur. Zachary Matthew Bombach. Andrew Harrison Bouvet, in absentia. Elijah Tyler Betts, in absentia. Amanda Marie Billups. David Christian Bogner. Tyler William Brummer. Jennifer Elise Calcione, magna cum laude. Christina Eleanor Chariot. Patrick John Coffey. Charles Grufton Colson. Ian Mark Davies. Ethan James Delahunty. Trevor Jacob Dennis. Brendan Paul Devane. Angelina Ismaela Diaz. Cassidy Michelle Drew, cum laude. Cameron Everett Eck, cum laude. Robert Irvin Edwards. Scott Edward Ellis. Matthew Lee Ferguson. Robert Todd Flowers. Jack McCabe Freeby. Joshua Ryan Freund. William Edward Goins. Tabitha Renee Gould. Daniel Timmons Griffith. William Ladd Griffin. William Pierce Grossman. Amanda Grace Gutman. Madeline Carbone Harwood. John McGuire Heckler III. Ryan Patrick Hepburn, summa cum laude. Jack Dixon Howard, magna cum laude. Yuching Huang. Madison Victoria Cantor, summa cum laude. Cassandra Allison Kenneberg. Sean Michael Madigan. Alston Sidney Martin. Carlisle Allen Maxwell. Thomas MacArthur McAleer. Julia Elizabeth McCracken, cum laude. Amina Mekic. Bethany Lydia Montrose, summa cum laude, in absentia. Wyatt Grady Mulheron. Courtney Danielle Oliver. William Trey Pankey. Benjamin James Parker, magna cum laude. Bridge Hasmukbai Patadia, cum laude. Gurar Baratrijai Patadia, cum laude. Haley Parker Quinn. Catherine Rose Radigan. Joshua Scott Roberts. Jose Luis Robertson Lugo, summa cum laude. Carla Mairead Rogan. Dalton David Rogers. Augustus Scott Rose. Jack Stewart Ross. Melanie Danielle Russo. Nathaniel Trad Rowe. John Robert Secamilio, magna cum laude. Lauren Taylor Seeger. Jason Allen Sneebold. Robert Patrick Spillane, Jr. Kaylin Letitia Spicknall, in absentia. Ryan Vincent Sullivan. Charles Lee Chase Sweetman. Richard Anderson Trice. Gabrielle Kennedy Umland, summa cum laude. Marissa Core Verdi, in absentia. Parker Ayers Waldick. Paige Albright Warner. Adam Ray Wells, cum laude, in absentia. Kimberly Nicole Willard, cum laude. Nicholas James Wilson, cum laude. Haobao Zhang. This concludes the Bachelor of Business Administration degrees.
Please join me in a round of applause for all of our graduates. Class of 2019, do well in life as you do good in life. I close with the words of C.S. Lewis. There are far, far things ahead than any we leave behind. Congratulations to the graduates of Roanoke College Class of 19. We'll conclude our ceremony by joining the Roanoke College Choir in singing of our Alma Mater, and then join Chaplain Chris with our benediction. I ask the audience to please remain standing until the academic procession and all graduates have exited the Turbyfield Quad. You may meet them on the back quad for photos and refreshments following the ceremony. Please stand now for our Alma Mater, which will be followed by the benediction. Deep in our hearts a flame is softly burning. Deep in our thoughts the memories are returning. Bells that are ringing, choirs that are singing, bring back the joys that we have known. Learning to live and loving as we're learning, seeking to find the truths for which we're yearning. Years come and go, but we'll always know that dear old Roanoke served us well. To live once more here in these hallowed halls, to know once again all the joys that we used to know. Someday the winter of life will pass before us, then we'll remember the place that proudly bore us. Then we'll remember Alma Mater. Then we'll remember
And now, class of 2019, go out into the world in peace. Have courage. Hold on to what is good. Return no one evil for evil, but strengthen the faint-hearted. Support the weak. Honor all people. Love and serve. And may you always remember that the fourth is with you. So may you go forth in that peace to be a force for good and a transmission of hope for all. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit we go. Amen.
Menacing. Menacing but clean.